Hi, everybody. I realize it's been a while since I've made an update to Founders Log, so I think I'll start off by reintroducing myself. Hi, I'm Brendan. I'm a native AI innovator. You'll see some of my recent work flowing behind me, the work that I have permission to share at least. If you see something that piques your interest, feel free to reach out to me and we'll see if we can strike up a conversation to discuss it further. I'm also a CEO, a work in progress, and I make my living as a product leader and an executive product coach. So I want to provide an update on what's been keeping me busy. It has been a challenging time and it's also been a very exciting and fruitful time. I'll start with some of the challenges. The main challenge has been funding the innovation work. I've been able to keep the lights on, if you want to call it that, with consulting, but that is very challenging as your startup work starts to ramp up, because many people will tell you all about how great the money in consulting is, but the time you have to equally put into business development as well as billable hours, and then trying to do a second business on the side is like 2.5 full-time jobs. I've realized that it would be beneficial to go back to work full-time, so I've had some good but not great interviews recently. I'm so convinced that the innovation work is going in the right direction that I was willing to leave the country but ran into a work visa snag in order to get a full-time job that would continue to fund the innovation. And then I've had some good conversations around AI search as well as marketplace opportunities that just didn't quite land, but I haven't let that stop me from getting my applications out there, because I honestly believe that 1.5 or 2 jobs would be more realistic and human than trying to do 2.5 or 3. Which brings me to the ideal state that I am challenged with right now, which is finding investment so that innovation could in fact be the full-time job and focus. All right, now that we got the discussion of those pesky challenges out of the way, let's shift to the fun part. I'm thrilled to share with you that we have built a MarTech demo app specifically in the marketplace AI-powered search arena, and we're busy buttoning up a few more pieces as well as developing our marketing collateral, and hopefully very soon I'll be able to show you a teaser video or even share a demo recording. So our next steps right now are specifically around user testing, because like I said, as we're working on buttoning up a few of these features, we want to make sure that we're making the right type of improvements, which requires some feedback. I'm dedicated to getting those through our grassroots go-to-market or marketing plans. But I will say that if you want to reach out to me because you're very interested in the next generation of MarTech, or you're interested in streaming content and how that space could improve in the near future, I'd be willing to have discussions with you and make sure that we could see if we could include you as part of our test group. So feel free to reach out to me. I always love hearing from anybody that's interested in innovation, in AI, and what the future should look like. That brings me to why I'm reaching out via LinkedIn today. I'm reaching out asking for help and looking for guidance with investment. I'm specifically looking for VCs or angel investors who understand the value of getting involved early and who specifically are interested in MarTech, in marketplaces, or in product search, maybe with a bit of an understanding or background in streaming services. I've talked to some VCs in other spaces. I have definitely learned what they like and are interested in, and then tailored the pitch based on that feedback. But those investors were not ultimately interested in our specific space. In fact, I had a conversation earlier today along the lines of the investors are interested in the events marketing space, but not in the marketplace space. So I'm learning how specific many of these investors actually are. And from an early stage startup perspective, I think that's great if we can match with somebody who really has the experience and can provide that in mentoring to myself and my partner. So that is the reason why I was reaching out today. I really thank you for listening to this updated installment of Founders Log. And as always, stay curious, keep on innovating, and always work to make the world a better place.